Welcome to this video tutorial from Business Gateway. In this session, we'll look at Facebook, the world's biggest social media platform. Now, despite its size, it does cause frustration for some businesses who feel they put effort into creating content and are left disappointed when that content is seen by very small numbers of people and it doesn't translate into business success. Other businesses have a much more positive experience. In this session, we'll explore why that is, how you can get the most from Facebook by understanding the algorithm behind it, while looking at tactics to achieve more impact through relevant, engaging content. If you're new to all of this, then before we get going, just a little reminder that Business Gateway can support you on this journey. This video tutorial aims to give you a good understanding of the basics to consider. But if you need more help, then get in touch with your local Business Gateway office direct and they'll be able to help you get started. Despite its colourful past and a few controversies over the years, Facebook remains the most used social media platform by a long way, with well over 3 billion users worldwide and close to 70% of the entire UK population logging in regularly. It's no surprise that so many businesses see it as a marketing opportunity to reach new and existing customers. But simply being on Facebook as a business doesn't guarantee any real level of success. And the reality is that many businesses are frustrated by the lack of impact. The average business on Facebook achieves just 0.2% monthly growth. It's hard to grow your followers on a platform where people are more selective than ever before. Ask yourself why someone should choose to follow your business. What value do you offer them? An average business page on Facebook these days gets around 5% reach on organic posts. These are the posts which don't cost you anything and appear or don't appear in your followers' news feeds. Just because they follow you doesn't guarantee they'll see your content. And one final statistic, business posts themselves usually get somewhere in the region of 0.07% engagement. That means a like, a comment or a share. To put this into simple numbers, if you have a Facebook business page with 1,000 followers, the chances are your next post will be seen by just 50 people, and you'll be doing well to get one like. Well, what about the other 950 of them? Well, the algorithm made the decision not to show it to them. We'll discuss the algorithm in more detail later, but done correctly, things can work much more in your favour, where content performs very well, engages your audience, and you end up with Facebook posts being seen by much more than your total number of followers. The key is to understand how Facebook works and to think strategically about what you're going to say and when and who it's intended for, rather than simply sharing the first thing that comes into your head and hoping for the best. Do you actually need a business page? The easy answer here is yes. Facebook are pretty specific in their terms and conditions, which essentially say that if your goal is to represent your business, brand or product on Facebook, then you need a page. That's different to the personal profile you might have on Facebook, which you might use to keep in touch with friends and family on a personal basis. Although there is a way to also use this for business purposes by turning on what they call professional mode. But be careful, as you might reveal too much private information and personal data to strangers who can see your updates. So our general advice for any business is that you need a company page, and there are many benefits to having one, with extra features above and beyond personal profiles. Facebook doesn't allow businesses to use a personal profile, and there's a risk if you do use a personal profile for business purposes that you could end up locked out of your account or having your profile shut down by Facebook. A business page is required to run adverts and boosted posts on Facebook, and business pages offer analytics and insights so you can see how many people your content is reaching. And finally, there's a risk that someone else could open a Facebook page and pretend to be your business. If you have an official presence under your business name that is in use and has likes and followers, it should be easier for people to identify your genuine page. If you haven't done it yet, creating a Facebook business page is simple. Just log in using your personal username and password and visit facebook.com/pages/create and follow the instructions. It's fairly simple, and in minutes you'll have it done. Once created, you can switch between your personal profile and business page easily, depending on how you're using Facebook. Just be careful not to get them mixed up. Be sure to get your business page properly branded with a strong image uploaded as your cover image, which you can change at any time, of course, and your logo uploaded as the profile picture. Make sure to set up a relevant call to action button and ensure all the other empty boxes are completed, such as username, an introductory paragraph, location, opening hours, and links to your other social media platforms. Okay, now it's time to post some content, but before you do, let's remind ourselves about the statistic from earlier. The average business page gets around 5% reach on organic posts. This is all down to the algorithm, which is trying to determine if people are likely to actually want to see your post. If the algorithm thinks they won't want to see it, then it doesn't show it to them. Facebook's entire business model is based around keeping people on Facebook and showing them content that genuinely interests and engages them. It's the same for your business. Having 10 people see your content who are genuinely interested in your products or services is more beneficial than 1,000 people who've no connection to you and who would never become customers. But if the algorithm thinks your followers will want to see the content, it pushes it into their feeds. And it's entirely possible you might at times reach more than your total number of followers as the algorithm works in your favour. How does it determine all of this? Well, it's all based on your engagement levels. The more likes, comments and shares your post gets, the more people Facebook will roll out your content to over time. Now, some technical advice to increase engagement on your Facebook posts would be to keep the content concise. Too much text on a post results in much of it being hidden behind a click for more link, and often people don't ever click this. Plus, it looks like a long read in the first place, and many Facebook users will simply avoid it because they're trying to browse and consume lots of content quickly. You could also consider tagging other people or other businesses, and once notified, they'll likely be the first to visit the post and click like or leave a comment. But make sure it's relevant to them and you're not just spam tagging. You could also try and use the new @followers tag, alerting all of your page followers. But make sure you're keeping this only for your best content, otherwise it tends to annoy people and you might even lose a few followers as a result. When it comes to the content itself, remember that this is Facebook after all. A fun, engaging, sometimes silly place where people on the whole go to procrastinate, see updates from friends and family, and have fun. If your Facebook content strategy is purely based on stereotypical business marketing, self-promotional material, or sales pitches, it's unlikely to really engage someone who essentially just wants to watch light-hearted videos. It's clear that the lighter side of content usually achieves greater engagement and therefore greater reach on Facebook. So don't try to be too business focused. Yes, include some calls to action like a book now or watch this promotional video link. But make sure you offer a more fun mix of content, which might engage, educate, or entertain your audience. Some behind the scenes content or videos of the office dog all traditionally do well as far as content's concerned. So think about what you might interact with on Facebook and use that to guide you. Don't forget, as well as standard posts, you can vary your content through a mix of Facebook Stories, Reels, and Facebook Live, which allow you to live video stream to your followers. A great way to engage them with the right real-time content. Well, I hope this short video has helped you better understand the Facebook algorithm and given you a few tips to get your business page in shape and your content more engaging. We go into all of this in more detail, as well as give more advice on things like Facebook advertising, groups, analytics, and more in the full Business Gateway Social Media Essentials Facebook webinar. Visit the website for more details, along with other webinars, in-person events and tutorials. They're all designed to support you and your team, whatever stage your business is at.